Okay, weekly thought fuel with Sara and Keith from the Leaders Lyceum. Glad you're with us.
Thanks for joining us. We are in the last part of our series on developmental disruption. So today is a pretty fun one. We're talking about, for those of us who are lucky enough to get to level 4, how do we grow past that and become the level 5 leader we want to be?
Yeah, and I think if there is one thing I want to say before we jump into this one, it's that level 5, awesome, aspirational. It's where I want to be. It's where I want you. It's where I want you guys to be ultimately in your life. But there is a lot of life that needs to take place for most of us, and one of the key pieces of life that needs to take place for us is that we have to be fully level 4 before we can move to level 5. And when we talk about level 5, as we did a few weeks ago, there's like openness and, servant focus, focusing on the growth of others. It's possible to say all of those things from level 3, but that because you can say those things does not make you on your way to level 5 until you become fully level 4. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. So, getting to level 5, we talk about the developmental disruption is realizing the inadequacy of your own understanding, and the key words there is your understanding. Most of us spend a half a century coming to a foreness that is fully ours. Mm-hmm. That's the thing that we need to realize is inadequate, and when that happens, we're able to take a perspective on who we are, almost as though we're from the outside looking in. But the level 5 lens is what is the larger kind of value system, the bigger picture principles that hold together multiple level 4 ways.
Yeah, so another way to say that, I think, is to say it's not just getting more information that changes your way to make it more thorough, more complete, more accurate, but to say the inadequacy of even having my own way and adhering to it versus once I start moving, I have my way and you have your way, and how do they all fit together in a bigger system? Correct?
Into a bigger system, and that really defines the level 5 lens, and there's lots of ways that we could talk about the level 5 system, but we're going to hold off on that.
Well, why don't you share, just really briefly, some of the activities that you've engaged in as you've tried to grow out of level 4, specifically the person that you used to meet with?
Golly, that sounds so and it's a journey, but I have tried to do some things not only as someone who wants to keep growing, but as someone who wants to understand how we can all keep growing. Sara, most of the people I've had the privilege of interviewing who are well into this level 5 journey have lost a child, lost a spouse, suffered really grave health challenges, something that really makes the inadequacy of the level 4 lens, you can no longer maintain that facade in a way. But I met with a guy, an African American guy about my age, for 18 months for 3 hours the first Monday of every month, and we recorded the conversations, and we divided that time in 2 to explore me understanding his perspective as completely and fully as I could, and then we'd switch roles and we'd go the other way, usually around a current events topic. Some crazy stuff came up during that time, stuff that when I understood him, it literally changed me. Mm-hmm. And so, in terms of intentionally walking down the journey to level 5, I think there's 3 major areas that we can focus on. And we got to go deep in these areas, and we got to go into them in such a way that we can feel our grip loosening on this level 4 system that holds our world together. And those 3 areas are family, faith, and our biases. And so I was with this journey with this guy, I was kind of attacking the biases part. How could I understand the inadequacy of the assumptions that I make about the world? It feels weird to talk about me in the middle of this. It does.
Okay. Well, we hope you found this valuable, and as you think about how you are going to continue to grow and how you help grow those other people around you. So come back next week, and we're going to have a new fun topic to talk about on our videos.
Until then, see you soon.
Bye.